my dear students. Children, as you know that we have completed our mole concept. In our last lesson we learnt about mole concept, what is a mole actually and what is Avogadro's number. We learned that 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 is called as a Avogadro number. That means 1 mole of any substance will contain how many particles? It contains Avogadro's number of particles. That means it is 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 particles, irrespective of the type of particles. If it is atoms, then it contains 1 mole of any atom contains 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms. If it is molecules also, we have 1 mole of that type of molecule will contain Avogadro's number of particles. So irrespective of the kind of the particles, 1 mole will contain Avogadro number of particles in it. We learnt about it in our last week, right children? So there will be some concepts, like there will be some problems actually which will be asked in the examination. It's very important to know. As I told you that I'm going to explain it in a very simple manner. There's a small trick behind. If you just turn your textbook, you may find it little difficult, but if you follow the way how I am going to teach you, it's going to be very easy for you to do any kind of sum that is given on mole concept, children. Okay, so please do follow. I'm going to teach you right now. Okay children, today let us learn about how to solve different problems based on mole concept, children. So before, as you know that in my last classes, in my previous classes, I explained to you about the mole concept. So what is it, children? It's nothing but that amount or the quantity of the substance, which is expressed in grams. So simply atomic mass, if you express it in the form of grams, that is nothing but 1 mole of that substance, children. And we all know that 1 mole of any substance contains Avogadro number of particles, that is 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 number of particles, irrespective of whether it is an element or a compound or any substance. Okay children? So now before actually going into solving different numericals on mole concept, we have to learn how different things are denoted. You can see here number of moles is always denoted by small n, children. Small n means number of moles of that substance. The given mass of the substance is expressed in small, it's expressed as small m. Okay, so the mass of the given substance, like the mass of any element or any compound, any molecule, any particle, it is expressed as small m. And the molar mass, what is molar mass, children? We already found it now. In our previous chapters we found it that the atomic mass expressed in grams. So atomic or the molecular mass expressed in grams is nothing but molar mass, and it is specific to that particular substance. Now we have got 2 formulae here. As I told you that I will be giving you one easy way of actually remembering and solving the problems. I'll be teaching you an easy trick in order to solve any kinds of problems that are asked regarding the mole concept. So these are the 2 main formulae that you have to remember. From this only you can derive another formula and you can use it for solving any kind of problems. So only thing you have to remember is what is small n. Small n is nothing but number of moles, and small m is the given mass of that particular substance, and capital M is molar mass. So what is our first formula? Small n is equal to small m by capital M. What is it, children? Small n is equal to small m by capital M. That means the number of moles. In order to calculate the number of moles, you have to know the given mass and the molar mass. If any one is given, you can calculate the other. So out of these 3, if anyone is not given, like if number of moles is not given, or small m is not given, or capital M, you should be knowing. We know once the substance is based on once the problem is based on one substance, we will know easily its molar mass, right? Whether n or m, anything is missing, you can calculate from this formula, children. Okay, this is another formula. I'll be getting to it later. Okay, first let us see this. So let's do one small example sum, which is calculating the number of moles for the following. So what you have to calculate? Number of moles. Number of moles means it is denoted by, what is it? Small n, right? So we have to find out small n. That means, what is the formula to now, what is the formula for calculating small n? It is small m by capital M. So let us see this example. What we have to, the first one we'll consider first because it is based on this formula. Can you see? 52 grams of helium. Can you see this, children? 52 grams of helium. 52 grams of helium. So this calculations are basically of two types, children. Finding moles from mass. Either we will be asked to find out moles from mass. So then you have to use this formula, or finding moles from number of particles. This is number of particles. We'll get to it later. For now, first today we'll learn about finding moles from mass. That means mass will be given in the question and you will be asked to find out number of moles, children. So like this example over here. You have to find out the number of moles for 52 grams of helium here. What is the substance that is given? It is 52 grams of helium, right? So now let us see what is the formula. Because mass is given, then what will be the formula to calculate? Small n is equal to small m by capital M. What is small n? Number of moles. Small m is the mass of the given mass of the substance. And what is capital M? What is capital M here? The capital M is nothing but the molar mass of the substance. Now we have to know the molar mass of the substance because it is an atom over here given here. The molar mass of helium is 4, children. The molar mass of helium is 4. So let's substitute now. Small n is equal to, what is small m? 52 by, what is capital M? We know that the atomic mass of helium is 4. So the molar mass will be 4 grams. In grams you are expressing the atomic mass. So it is 4. So that gives you 13. So how much is the number of moles for this 52 grams of helium? The number of moles present in 52 grams of helium is 13. N is equal to 13. As simple as that, children. Let us follow one more now. Let us solve one more. We are again finding moles from mass. What is given here? Mass of nitrogen is given. Can you see, is this an element or a compound? What is this, children? Is this what you call an atom or an element? It's an element because we have same atoms, 2 atoms of nitrogens here. You have to very carefully see the question properly. Here you see it is He, atom. Here it is N2. Sometimes it will be only N given. That time you have to check for the atomic mass actually. And here what is it? 2 nitrogen atoms are there. You have to calculate the atomic mass for 2 nitrogen atoms. So what is the atomic mass for 1 nitrogen atom? It is 14, right? Atomic mass. So when it is 2, 14 into 2, it is 28, children. What will be the molar mass now? Molar mass will be, this is 28 U, which is atomic mass, right? Or the formula unit mass. N2 is equal to 28 U. But molar mass, instead of U, you will be expressing this in grams. So 28 grams will be capital M. What is capital M? It's the molar mass, right, children? Nitrogen atomic mass is 14 and how many atoms are there? 2. That's why 14 into 2, which is 28 now. We got capital M now. We got small m. How much is small m here? The given mass, which is 28 as well. Now you have to calculate the number of moles. Small n is equal to small m by capital M. That is, how much is small m? Capital M. How much is small m? This is 28 by, how much is capital M? Capital M is also 28, which is 1. 1 mole. 1 mole. So n is equal to 1 mole here. Did you understand, children? So I'll stop here. I'll be giving few in our offline class. Let us discuss more. Let us solve more of such problem. And in my next video, I'll be explaining how you can find out moles from number of particles. What is N, what is N naught, all that we'll discuss in our next class, children. Okay? Thank you.